Snowy had to make that early trip in the lower bracket, but now is here through top 8, going up against Phazon. And game number 1 is going to be on Demon Island with the first weapon being the Gauntlets, going over to Phazon. Lots of Gauntlet Dittos today, and I'm excited to see how Snowy style of Gauntlet shapes up against Phazon's.
Yeah, I mean, so far, Phazon already got a pretty decent punish, got the Neutralite again there, and Snowy just trying to get these hits in with the axe. I've seen Snowy kind of slow it down quite a bit today with the axe, mainly just because of the fact that I think since it is such a slower weapon in comparison to a lot of the cast, really has to kind of pick when he's going to throw out those attacks. Wow, what a stuff. Holy cow.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward, or I'll be looking for Snowy to do this maneuver that I was seeing.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, what all these neutralites from Phazon. Oh, and he just barely dodged the down air from Snowy. Yeah, but Snowy's been doing the axe. It's pretty cool. He'll get axe typically when his opponent is recovering from high above, and he'll try to hit them with a nair as they fall to the ground, and then immediately after he does that rising nair, try to hit him with a cider for the knockout, but Phazon there doesn't even let Snowy have an opportunity to pick up the axe, takes him off the top with the recovery. And Snowy's at a little bit of a deficit here as Phazon just, after hitting 5 Gauntlet Neutralites, secures the first stock.
It's going to be a tough moment for Snowy here. We're going to see how Snowy's able to find the KO. Oh, gets hit by the Val D-Sig. And that, I mean, honestly, even though Phazon died immediately after that, that's still a lot of damage. That's the most damage Val can get from a signature. They actually have to turn that down a little bit in the patch.
I remember that the people on Twitter were just like, is this what Val needed? Downsing it's like loses 10 damage, but it still does a lot of damage. It's when you get caught by it hurts. But that was a great example of, I think, what Snowy succeeds with the most with the axe is that they'll do these rising nairs and then immediately cider afterwards and get these knockouts. And that's how Phazon went down on the right side of the stage. Snowy now unarmed. I think Gauntlet.
Oh, wow. What a catch from Phazon. Yeah, just kind of did it. Just did the side sig, caught the dodge. Snowy was caught unaware and was able to push forward with the lead here. Phazon has more or less been in the lead, but Snowy tends to answer back pretty quick. Nice use of the D-Light as an anti-air, right? One of the best anti-airs in the game, I'd say. And Snowy making great use of it there, but needing to find that KO. Phazon doesn't have enough damage yet, though. Needs at least like 1 or 2 more hits before Snowy can really fish for that KO. Oh my gosh.
Well, that was like 5 right there, so he definitely gave the amount of damage that he needed to be able to bring Snowy into a point where it's almost unrecoverable.
Oh, smoked. Smoked. Oh, baby. That was
the
tough.
Gauntlet. I mean, I don't think that is absolutely what you're supposed to do after a Val neutral sig, right? You just go down the ground pound. That hurt. Yeah, Phazon destroyed Snowy that game. There's that side sig that catches that landing, and it's weird to say catch the landing because it almost felt like it was just this neutral exchange, but Phazon knew exactly where Snowy wanted to go. The neutral sig after the slide charge, and he just keeps going. Fast fall, ground pound. Snowy couldn't even have a moment to think about what to do in that scenario. Val from Phazon with that solid 2-stock in game 1.
Yeah, and that's a tough break for Snowy there, because in a scenario like that, like he got hit by the N light into the N sig, and he didn't actually dodge, right? So then he used this dodge immediately when he got hit by the N sig, because he was so low, he was like, I want to give myself some time to get a second dodge, and that's where Phazon just comes with the ground pound and just closes out the game. And now, once again on these gauntlets, looking like an absolute maniac, and that's one of the signature things about the way Phazon plays. His offstage game is arguably the best in the game.
Yeah, and you know what? I would even say it's not even arguable anymore after yesterday. Even though Phazon obviously didn't ultimately win the 2v2 tournament, Phazon's offstage gameplay was the best of all the players that I was seeing.
That's true.
Confirming those knockouts. And it's transferring over here in the 1v1s as well. Not to mention that I think Phazon's done a better job than any other Gauntlet players that I've been seeing so far, following up after side lights with Gauntlet side air, whether he's jumping or fast falling with a side air afterwards to follow his opponent after they do whatever mix-up they try to do to avoid getting hit, right? And he's been hitting so many of those to get a lot of damage. But now Snowy hitting back with the axe, finally got that knocked out of his hands, and Phazon's looking for the finishing blow with the neutral sig.
Oh man, this is where I feel like Snowy's been struggling though, finding those KOs, which you wouldn't really think would be the problem, right? Snowy kind of renowned for the axe play, but has been having some trouble finding those Sares. And another side sig from Phazon just seems to find the mark there. Snowy once again caught slipping, and I'm always scared when Snowy falls behind a little bit here. Granted, just 1 hit away, shouldn't be too hard. A neutral light in the corner would KO, doesn't throw it out though. We're gonna see.
Oh, down light, down air. Phazon tries to bait him into the ground pound, but the Sare will catch it back onto the stage. And it kind of eliminates your worries there a little bit, I feel like, because you're highlighting that Snowy, at least when he's at a deficit, has been having difficulties getting these knockout confirms, but when he's in the lead, he can extend stocks for like what feels like years, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully he can get into a position where he's able to get that nice solid side air on a Phazon to take the first stock lead of the set. Otherwise, Phazon could be in a position where he's at a 2-0 lead in this best of 5.
We'll
Sidelight just barely misses.
And that would be big damage for Snowy there had it landed. But one thing I do like that I've seen from Snowy is that this Rayman is definitely no joke. Like, this is definitely a Rayman player now, you know, because I saw even that last stock that Snowy got, went for the down sig, who immediately bait out the Sair from Phazon and then found a Sair of his own in retaliation. That's just a Rayman classic there. So at least have some baits in the bag here to throw out to try and close out some of these stocks. Nice.
Ooh, good sider on the way back. Avoids the sidelight. Weapon toss forward. Went for a pick up neutral. Like gravity cancel sidelight.
Oh my
and
gosh.
the sider off the ground pound. Beautiful. Beautiful. Weapon toss, catches Phazon off guard, gets the lead, and this is the position that we were looking for Snowy to be in, right? He's gotten that knockout. Now he's at a place where he's in the lead, and he can extend this really, really far if he's careful about it. And he's been doing a great job with his anti-air game. Down lights, axe, neutral air, side airs to catch the landings. Phazon's been getting hit by a lot of those attacks now that Snowy's primarily focused on the axe over the gauntlets. And all right there in a row, right? That was like 3 landings covered back to back.
Yeah, and I love the way that Snowy is playing this. Gets caught by the gravity cancel D-Light, unfortunately. But landing against Val is, like, kind of impossible sometimes, it can feel. Especially if he has the sword, right? Like, you have the sword D-Light, which is great for catching landings. On top of that, there's the N-Sig from Val, which kind of just eliminates, like, everything that the D-Light doesn't cover. But it doesn't even matter here, because Snowy's just been able to get so much damage against these gauntlets from Phazon. We haven't really seen this yet. Most of the time when Phazon's had the gauntlets, he's come out on top. But Snowy, how did that lose? Wow.
He must have driven. It almost felt like he got repulsed away from Phazon's neutral light and then sucked back in after the down air finish. It was so crazy with the spacing on that. But yeah, and a final point onto your mention about difficulties landing against Val is that Phazon successfully caught 2 landings against Snowy with the side sig, the sword side sig, right? You have so many ways to cover, going above, going in front of, whatever the case may be, and Phazon's been doing a great job with it. And they might just bring it back right here as he dodges narrowly from that side air.
Oh no!
No, Snowy, that was such what's that?
That was cheeky. I'll give you that.
He's alive. Oh, the down air. That down air bounced him so far into the sky. I didn't think he was going to be able to get the follow-up, but the landing on that side air caught Phazon off guard. I think Phazon was trying to get just out of range of the side air, and Snowy drifted a little too hard to the left. We're going to see that finishing. I think it was all side airs in this game. Oh, no, that's right, the weapon.
Because I think the crazy part about this is that Snowy doesn't fast fall after the jump neutral air there, right? Like most axe players will fast fall and then try to land and do something else, but the fact that Snowy doesn't fast fall there means he has enough time to put out his Sair, and that's definitely what caught Phazon there. He had no idea that was coming.
And I really like that you're highlighting that, because that's something that I too have been noticing from Snowy's axe gameplay that I think is very unique about him as a player, is that he's able to use those rising neutral airs in such a way that when he doesn't fast fall, the side air feels like it lasts and reaches twice as long, because the move's he's just making the move active at the right times to catch those landings after people think that they're safe. When the sidelight nair finishes or the jumping nair finishes, they're like, okay, I got hit by your one axe move that doesn't lead into anything. I can come back to the ground now. Oh, wait a second, my stock is gone. And we saw that happen 3 times that game.
Oh man, I'm even looking at the chat here. Phazon was saying, go back, wanted the same stage.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Snowy was like, I'm going easy on you. So we'll see. We'll see how Game 3 shapes up to be. We're going to Demon Island here, right? We don't have a whole lot of wall. We know we got a Rayman over there, so that axe down sig is going to be quite a bit more potent, but we also have Val, who has sword side sig and gauntlet neutral sig as well to cover that tiny wall, so we'll see.
Ooh, Snowy bringing out that true combo. Gravity cancel down line. Oh, that was so cool. Gravity cancel side line off the wall. He said, I've got a little mini Val side sig in my kit too, but he was using the gauntlets in that case, and the down air doesn't catch Phazon. Trying to catch, Phazon was using his sword recovery, got back onto the stage, now unarmed against Phazon's gauntlets. I think that's the axe, but wow, Phazon saying, you ain't touching this. He neutral six him into the gauntlet.
Oh, he doesn't have a dodge. Wow, an unarmed down air to stop him, but it doesn't matter. Phazon saying, I got another neutral sig for you. How's Snowy gonna land? He just falls, and that's honestly, that's the mix-up sometimes. The no mix-up mix-up really does work.
Well, and I think a big reason to that too is that a lot of players will. Wow! Oh, he tried to fade away from that too, and he just ended up catching it with his head, set straight up the side of the stage. But yeah, a lot of players, I feel like will try to react to dodges or jumps or whatever. So sometimes the no option landing is the one that makes them they're not prepared because they were waiting for something to trigger a punish, right?
Yeah, especially it just works out in a scenario where it's like if you burn all your options before you land every time, it becomes predictable. So
yeah,
Snowy just kind of throwing that mix-up in. Oh, that's a free punish. And I love that he goes for the gravity cancel D-light instead of the falling neutral air there because that was more bang for the buck. But speaking of bang for the buck, double side light recovery from Phazon. Has 3 stocks still. Snowy probably going to be able to get rid of his first stock here pretty soon, but has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, Snowy's been getting destroyed on Demon Island. I think the last game here was a 2-stock, and now Snowy is in a position where he might get 3-stocked if he's not able to get a follow-up of that side light. You could hit 5,000 more of those side lights. It's still not going to take Phazon off the top. But the neutral light on Arm's almost doing it. he can't even reach side light in air anymore.
Oh my gosh! Oh, please don't get. Oh, okay, cool. I was like, if Phazon gets you off stage here, this could be curtains. And Phazon was honestly at a point where like axe anything would have killed. Neutral light, D light. Yeah, sure, the nair is not going to kill, but like who's trying to kill with the nair?
Well, yeah, nobody's trying to kill the nair. He couldn't even hit the nair after the sideline.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was. It was, okay, Phazon. Oh, I thought he was going to fall up for sure, but he doesn't go for the neutral there. Snowy gets back down to the ground, but Gauntlet Sair to the face. Snowy already more damage than Phazon, and Phazon's got an extra stock to play with.
Oh, what a
but this is a good start.
Punish, dude. Oh, yo, Snowy just turned the jets on. Hold on. And just like that, Phazon's in kill range. Snowy can find a weapon, set it up. We can have ourselves a last stock scenario.
Yeah, it's interesting that you said find a weapon there because Snowy was definitely just tossing his weapon at Phazon multiple times and put himself in that position where he was looking for something, and now Phazon was able to take control again.
Wow.
But that time it succeeds, gets the weapon throw, gets the bounce, picks the weapon back up, neutralizes Phazon off the side of the stage. One solid hit would probably take the sword out of Phazon's hands. I feel like that weapon's going to be pretty damaged at this point. Oh, he skates across the stage, and that's going to be the stock. Beautiful punish, turning around to get the backswing of the axe down air so that he could punish Phazon for the side stick without risking getting hit himself, and Snowy was at the stocks.
Okay, well, threw away that axe, and it didn't really do much. Managed to pick up another one. That one's gone as well, and there goes Snowy. Yeah. You know, did a good job bringing it back to at least final stocks there because it looked like Phazon was really going to run away with it. But was able to kind of stomp that out. Granted, didn't lead to much. Definitely wouldn't want to go back to Demon Island. Now you see the first thing Snowy bans Demon Island. We're not doing that again.
Yeah, and I guess he'll have to be put into a position where, because for Snowy to have a chance at winning this, he's going to have to win this next game, and that means the bans are reversed, and Phazon's almost certainly going to leave Demon Island up, so he's going to have to be okay with the other 2 stages that are available to pick if we get that far, because he has to win this game and the game after that if he wants to stay in this tournament, and Phazon is brought to match point. Here we go on Mammoth Fortress. First weapon over to Snowy, immediately starts with that point-blank weapon throw, and Phazon just punches him out of the way, gives him a kick for good measure. Okay, all right, Phazon. Keep going. Oh, no, it works! Oh, the double! Oh, I thought he was going to hit him 3 times. That's it. Wait, no, he got his jumps back.
What? Oh, he couldn't drift enough, I guess, after the dodge.
I think, yes, that had to have been it. I would have reflexively avoided the ground pound that Snowy put out, and I think Snowy didn't even quite get the distance on that ground pound. Whatever the case is, that double down stick was beautiful, and Snowy was able to take a quick stock after what was an amazing string of unarmed attacks from Phazon, and he's got the lead, but that lead is going to be gone real quick if he hits another ground pound. Hey, he doesn't even need to.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't have his dodge or something there. Couldn't get that last little bit of distance that he needed. Has a very baby lead, though. Phazon did an immaculate job of bringing this game back in the realm of possibility where it doesn't feel too far out of hand. But Snowy getting quite a bit of damage unarmed here. Finally picks up an axe, stuck on the side.
Oh.
And I like that. He doesn't swing there. He just runs to regain positioning. Oh,
ooh, that's not good.
Oh,
it clashed. I can't believe it traded like that. That's so lucky for Phazon. Oh, I thought he was going to hit with the downer there, but Phazon makes it back. Another down air.
Nice.
Side air right afterwards. Snowy so good following up axe down air in neutral air with side air, and he gets the tail end of the nair as Phazon reaches his naked over the edge. Snowy really taking the lead here.
Oh, and Snowy needs this platform gone. He manages to actually regain stage here because that platform just being in that corner made it so hard for him to get back down. But now, oh, he just puts himself in the corner. I don't know if that's what you want.
Yeah, that's a little dangerous. Let's see if he's able to make it back. Yeah, it's so interesting how quickly the pressure changed. Right?
Yeah.
Right when you got out of that corner, you want to get to that center stage, but I guess he was trying to keep Phazon off stage. But that neutral light will take the gauntlets out of his hands. No dodge force just yet. And Phazon?
He tries to get a quick one, and it fails him.
I respect it. That downer came so close to pushing Snowy out of the range of recoverability, but it didn't quite hit, and Snowy was able to get him on the way back. But Phazon recognized the deficit that he was at, and he saw an opportunity after he hit that D-like ground pound. But man, Snowy's running away with that extra credit now.
Yeah, we're going to see if Snowy can convert this into a Game 5 scenario. That's 2 ground pounds now from a read from Phazon, and just go ahead and absolutely obliterate Snowy's stock. Like, damn.
Yeah, he keeps catching them when a few jumps are gone as well on the right side of the stage. So even though Snowy's an orange at the time when the ground pound hits, he loses that stock. I wouldn't be surprised to see that Snowy did double the damage of Phazon or near that by the end of this match, regardless of the outcome. Because Phazon has just been taking so many of these stocks very, very early.
Oh my god, he's down air city right now, but the grounded variant, which does hit behind Snowy, just trying to get these little tidbits of damage, but Phazon is bringing it back really quickly here. Snowy needs to find some hits. There we go, that's one down air, tries to set up for an edge guard with that Sayer, but it doesn't connect. And Phazon just kind of hovering above.
Oh, the neutral catches Snowy in the air. He's covering that weapon. He doesn't want Snowy to even have a chance to switch. He knows the axe has got to be damaged and nearly out of his hands pretty soon. Using every one of his jumps before landing. There's one down air from Snowy. Weapon toss, goes to the gauntlet, switches back to the axe. Down air, doesn't get the cider, and Phazon misses the downlight off that spot dodge from Snowy. Really close game 4 here, but if Snowy goes down, that's it for his tournament life at 7th. He's got to be careful because Phazon's one solid D-light recovery away from making that possible.
I mean, I'd be mad if I said I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's the good button to press right there if you're Phazon, right? And, like, Snowy at the end there was going crazy with the movement, and we were getting a replay of that first stock. Yeah, he air dodges up and to the left, and I think he needed to air dodge, like, straight up or upright to be able to get the touch there.
If Snowy managed to get the dash jump correctly there, I think he was trying to avoid
like a ground pound,
gauntlet ground pound by doing the angle, but it just ended up looking sillier because there was no threat. But yeah, Phazon losing that stock early out there, and then the side air from Snowy on the axe being able to seal the deal on the last stock. Really quick cleanups from Phazon with the ground pounds, like you said, but wasn't able to secure the win. And now we're in a Game 5 scenario where the winner of this match will be going up against Santi.
And if I am Snowy here, we are not going to Demon Island, right? So it's going to be between Great Hall and Enigma, which I think are both stages that he doesn't want to go to. But since you're Rayman, you can at least side sig off these plats and get some cheeky KOs. So
I mean, like 90% of his knockouts have been axe side air, right?
True.
I don't think Enigma and Great Hall cause problems for that. In fact, I feel like it would benefit you, especially when you're fighting against a sword and gauntlet player who 9 times out of 10 is going to be hitting you with a recovery of some kind. If you go to Great Hall, you basically have twice as much health against a player like that. That ceiling's enormous.
Yeah, and on top of that as well, right? You know, Val, so good at juggling. If you just kind of keep refreshing your jumps on that top platform, you can kind of just buy yourself a lot more time to figure out how to get down. The platforms help with that as well, and I don't think Phazon's going to love that, but we'll see how it works out. So far, Snowy, really good string there. I love the chase dodge down to continue the pressure, and Phazon just kind of getting a hit here, a hit there, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah, this is really going to test their platform movement proficiency here, I think. Phazon putting up that side sig, but something that I think that I'm looking forward to see from Snowy is how he's able to adapt these side air confirms using the platforms, either landing on them the reset his jumps, fast falling through them, like fast falling down, then jumping and side airing right away. There's so many things that you can do because this is really the only stage where these platforms permanently linger as like alternative recovery options off the side of the stage. Most of the time, just trying to get back.
Man, Snowy is betting a lot of the chips on the weapon throws today, and honestly, it's been working out so far versus Phazon. He hasn't spot dodged quite nearly enough of these as he should have, and I think Snowy's kind of recognized that, and he's like, all right, I'm going to keep using the weapon throw as my way in here, because he's been having some trouble touching Phazon otherwise.
Yeah. And I like that you say that because there are cases where the weapon throw will come through, and whether it connects or not, Snowy just ends up finding himself disarmed. And a lot of the deficits that Snowy is getting into are the result of him disarming himself to try and break these situations where Phazon has a solid control over the center of the stage. That was a pretty clutch one, though. That was a clutch weapon throw for sure.
Oh, but for only so much longer there. Phazon goes for the immediate sidelight recovery. I don't think Snowy was quite expecting that. You know, was probably saying, oh, he's probably going to wait for me to dodge, so I'm not going to press it. And unluckily for Snowy, he did. So now Snowy down a stock, not down by much, though. We'll see. We've been talking about how most of these KOs have been coming from the Axe side air. So that's probably what we're going to see this time around as well. Unless he throws out a cheeky sig, that Sayer's going to miss, going to get punished. And that's the thing. Since we know that Snowy is looking for that side air right now, right? That means Phazon also knows. And that means that's the one thing he's going to be looking to avoid.
And also, oh man, Phazon's doing such a great job controlling this little bubble in the center of Great Hall underneath all the platforms. And I'm seeing the struggle that Snowy's having trying to get inside, repositioning, staying on the outer edge, dash jumping up and down the platforms. He just can't get inside. He can't contest Phazon, and Phazon is so damaged, but those Axe Siders aren't hitting. I mean, oh, the weapon throw almost finishes the job. Okay, that's got to be it, right? Okay.
And honestly, though, that like if you're Phazon, you must be feeling good. That was your first stock, and you saw how much Snowy had to do. Just you had to kill him with weapon throws, essentially, is what happened there. And that's not a good look if you're Snowy there. You want to be getting these KOs quite a bit earlier. Oof.
Ooh. Yeah, Phazon trying to catch the landings. Once again, there's another example of the weapon throw not working out. Snowy disarmed. Weapon spawn in favor of Phazon. Doesn't get the down air punish, but Snowy no dodge for a few seconds. Sidelights right through, and Phazon's perfectly fine running at the pace of this game. Is Sides going to come through here? No. Snowy recovers to the right side and continues to look for a way in. That's a good start, but he gravity canceled that sidelight, so he couldn't take it too far.
Oh my god, if I'm Phazon right now, I'm just like, all right, all I got to do is dodge the weapon throws because that's kind of the only way, really, that Snowy's been able to find a way in. He's been able to get a few pot shots here now, getting some anti-airs with the D-Light as well, but at this point, the game is more or less even. Potential KO opportunity. Whoa, what a weapon throw. I can't believe Phazon didn't get hit by that one, and he's back. Wow, what a pickup.
Yeah, that was huge.
And just throws it away. Live and die with a weapon throw. Another one.
Another one. Oh, he does it again. Do it again. Oh, I thought he was going to get the third for sure. The pickup go for a ground pound. Side sig coming out from the gravity cancel, the downlight. Just not enough damage to knock him off the top of Great Hall, but if he gets him on that top platform, do it. You know what? Yeah, why not? Just keep chucking it. It's working. That'll be your 2 weapon throw knockouts this game. We just got to wait for the next one to spawn in, and Phazon's like, okay, I get it. I just got to stop you from picking up one of these again. And he downlight side airs him right off the left side of the stage. One more stock, and Phazon will knock out Snowy and move on to face Santi, but Snowy certainly wants that rematch against Santi after getting 3-0'd in the winner's side.
Wow! Oh my god, the last glove?
It had to have been like the last frame of the last glove. I'm pretty sure that move finished already, and then Phazon just disappeared. That was insane.
That's wild. Speaking of cheeky options, that's one for Snowy, but every single stock Snowy has gotten this game has been through nothing but pain, sweat, and tears, and this one, he missed the jump input.
Oh, but he neutral 6. Okay, he does have his jumps back. I don't know about that one, Snowy. I don't know about that one. So he touches. The weapon throw stops the ground pound. Okay. Makes it back, misses the sidelight. Phazon uses the neutral stick to cover an option where he expected Snowy to go over his head, and Snowy's just praying that a weapon spawns somewhere that he can pick it up, and he gets the gauntlets, but the neutral light gets punished by a sidelight. No nair follow-up, and Phazon side air Snowy into deep red. Recovery comes through. One more of those sorts of top could do it. He's just going to keep denying him, but Phazon punches and kicks his way into a potential even game. Oh, it's close.
Oh, Snowy. Gets caught.
It's not it. It's not it. I thought it was, but Great Hall deceived me. Okay.
Oh, whoa, what a really bad recovery there.
It was a bait. It was a bait for sure. Ah! How is he still alive?
Yeah, Snowy, you can feel the pressure on Snowy right now. Snowy's like already saw the tournament flash before his eyes.
Sig. Don't panic, neutral sig. Why do I feel like that's what Rayman does in this position? Neutral sig to the ledge. No, that's it.
There we go. Good stuff to Phazon for closing that one out, because that was looking pretty scary. I'm not going to lie. I mean, especially after Snowy survived that one haphazardous moment off stage.
Well, it almost worked out in Snowy's favor. I think he just fast fell a little too far after the axe ground.
Yeah.
Because that was a down air ground pound chain.
I think he missed the jump input. Like, I think he had him. And I'm pretty sure like he just had to jump down air, and he would have gotten Phazon. And he just couldn't get. Hold on, we got a replay right here. No, this is the one where he somehow lived. I don't know how he got the touch on that dodge. That touch was absolutely insane.
Yeah, what a great matchup between those two players. Phazon barely. Well, I felt like Phazon was really in control of a lot of those matchups, especially in the Great Hall, but Snowy did such a great job bringing it back to where they almost were able to steal that set, but they just couldn't at the end. Phazon takes it 3-2 and moves on to fight against